Hey everybody, back again, and today I'm testing out these two crazy Warhammer / war picks that I made. We're going to test them against the same thing we tested all the bladed tools against. Water bottles. So let's start with the smaller one. This is the shiny guy with the more realistic billy goat head. We're going to go hammer face against the water bottles first. It literally blew that bottle clean in half. So that's quite a lot of force out of such a light tool. Let's see the big brother. I'm sure this is going to do the same thing. Same thing, just blew it right in half. Literally didn't cut it. These are very ragged edges on this. It's just detonating these bottles. We know that works, so pretty sure the pick's gonna do the exact same thing. Yep, took a massive chunk out of it and just ripped it right in half. Let's try the big brother now. See how it does. Well, didn't tear in half that time, but it unraveled that entire bottle. Water bottles don't stand a chance. Let's try something bigger. Now stop. Hammer time! Well, it didn't rip it completely in half, but I think that goes to show how much power even a small-headed Warhammer can deliver. It blew it just about completely in half, tore open the plastic in several places, because all that force had to go somewhere. But we know the little one works, so let's see what happens when we use something a little bigger. And that just completely obliterated that jug. Just popped it open like stepping on a grape. Now let's see how these picks do against something harder and big. I'm going to try and get some angled pokes here. Well, the hammerhead went in there with it. That's... Come on. It punctured right here, tore in, and created a big enough hole to where it could fit the entirety of that pick inside of there. Let's do it with the big boy. It's like I hit right here on the side, punctured in, and it just dragged down about like that, and then pulled it off the stand. Let's hit it sideways and see what happens. It punched a big enough hole to go all the way through it, and actually must have hit it hard enough to flex the plastic, because it has a hole on the other side, and this pick is not longer than this bottle. So it hit so hard that it went in, condensed the plastic, and poked out the other side before it threw it. Well, now that we know that they work, let's get you guys some slow-mo so you can see the devastation a little better.
Cray button. Let's get cray, turn it all the way up. Got a double dose of bass. You love it so much. Get out of your head, get out of your skull. If you ain't getting cray, then you ain't got a pulse.
So here are all the bottles and cans that this thing destroyed today. Well, both of these destroyed today, I should say. The hammers both turned out great, took literally no damage going through anything. They're perfectly fine. Handles are still perfectly fine. So, success. They passed testing, and they're a lot of fun to swing around. It is kind of weird going back and forth between the longer guy and the shorter guy, because it screws with where you think the head and the pick are, so you end up hitting right here or right here, like you saw in that one shot where I hit the crap out of that aluminum can with the front end of this, and as you can see, it didn't damage it in the slightest. It's still perfectly fine. In terms of wieldability, with these handles, they are actually really comfortable and easy to switch between orientations. So, really easy to control, light enough weight to maneuver easily, but as you saw, devastating to the target. Yeah, both of these held up wonderfully. You can really see the contrast between the dark and shiny and the bright and shiny finishes. Makes it easier to distinguish from further away all the markings. Kind of harder to see on the black one from a little further away than on the brighter one, but it looks a little bit more rough and rustic on that brighter one, whereas with this one it's shiny. Conclusions from testing: the picks work great, the hammerheads hammer well, the handles are comfortable to hold, easy to wield, easy to control, easy to feel on both sides where the heads and the picks are at any given time. The swell does its job and keeps it in your hand nice and firmly. and they destroy things like Warhammers are supposed to. So if you guys are looking to pick up a Warhammer, check out my Etsy store link. You can use these for like hiking picks, rock hounding hammers, whatever you want to use them for. Not just, you know, smashing bottles or whatever you want. Or you can just hang them on your man cave wall so you have a really cool looking hammer. These were both forged out of wrenches. This one has a forged welded face. This one does not. That's why it has the beard. This one is gun blued, and they are both resin handles that are pinned and glued in place, so they aren't going anywhere. But that does it for today's video. If you guys like what you're seeing, do me a favor, do that thing right there. And until next time, God bless, stay sharp out. If you're looking for a hand-forged hammer, sword, knife, poleaxe, whatever, check out my Etsy store. Link will be at the end of the video.